this car's new-ish to the channel, and it's not. I made a video a while back introducing it, and we just kind of just flopped, and we just stopped. We just didn't go through with it. But now, I think I'm gonna go through with it. Mike is so distracted by the F80 now, and he just doesn't care about this E30 anymore. He's been trying to sell it. Nobody's really coming to buy it. It's like a goodie bag of a car, because him giving me this is like, there's like so much crap in the trunk. There's so many new like free parts in it. Like he's like, you know what? I was asking one day, I was like, bro, just give me it. Let me put plates on it. Let me drive it around at least for the summer. Let me have it. It is a convertible. It's super fun to drive. I love it so much. Like, I can see why there's so much praise behind this vehicle. It sounds amazing. It sounds way better than the F30. I even got my parking voucher for work to get this so I can drive it daily to work, because I love driving it that much. It's such a good looking car. At first I didn't care for the E30 that much, especially because I didn't know too much about BMW, but now that I've learned so much about the heritage of the 3 Series, this car is definitely legendary. And me just driving it around my neighborhood, I get so many thumbs up from people, so much praise from people who aren't even that much into cars. People just like the fact that it's a convertible. Older guys, like much older men who just like, you know, could recognize the classic car, the classic BMW that it is. Yeah, it's super sick car. I really like it. This doesn't mean I'm gonna stop modding the F30. Obviously, this is just something I'm gonna try and mod. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm not sure if I want to just clean it up and make it look OEM as hell, or just, you know, slam it, throw some deep dish BBSs on it. I don't know yet. It's all up to you guys, whatever you guys want to. There's a bee. Oh my god, there's a bee. Is it following me? All right, I'm just gonna stay over here because that bee is crazy. It seems like every time it's summer, I make a vlog, there's always some bee near me and I have to run away and make myself look like a little girl. But anyway, I really love the way the thing looks. My dad really likes it too, which is a first. And it does have a MagnaFlow exhaust on it that we did install on film in the video introducing the car. So the car sounds a lot better than the F30, obviously because it's an inline 6 and mine's just a 4-cylinder turbo, and 4 cylinders and just turbo, it just makes the car sound like less powerful, but the inline 6 just sounds like beautiful. But obviously we're gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna hook the camera up to the windshield so you guys can hopefully hear the sound. Hopefully there's not too much wind noise. But yeah, let's stop talking and let's get to driving. Keyless entry, boys. I've always wanted to jump into a convertible, you know, like how they do in the movies. I'm probably gonna do that soon. I should probably do that soon. Oh my god, the bee. I hear it. I hear the bee. All right. How do we pull out of here? How do we drive stick? How do we do this? What is this? Where's my Sport Plus? So I have to, on cold starts, well, this wasn't really that much of a cold start, but on cold starts I have to keep flipping the throttle so like it doesn't like stall out and turn off. But yeah, now it's calm, so now I don't have to keep revving it. But let me just get out of this driveway, hook the camera up, and then we can go for a little spin. Gotta slam the doors and stuff, you know? It's like F30, you gotta like, oh, don't slam the door. And this, it's like, slam the freaking door so it shuts. Let's get out of this driveway. You can see everything with the top down. Shut this gate. Safety first. So yeah, still trying to get used to this clutch. It's pretty burnt. You guys gotta hear how this car sounds, man. It sounds amazing. It sounds sick. It's blazing out, but it's definitely top-down weather. I guess we're moving up. This thing definitely like is different. Like you can see some of the stuff they did in the F30. You can kind of see it in this car, but like, oh my god, boy, it's such a big difference. It's like, oh my god, it's hot. It sounds so good. By the way, Instagram saw this first. Like they knew I already got this car. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you're late on all of this. But that honk. Ready? Ready? Oh man. I don't know how that sounds on the microphone, but I hope the mic is doing it justice, because that sounds amazing and it's so much fun. Like I'm having so much fun driving this car. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Downshift. Oh my god, this car's something else, man. And it's not even like stupid fast. It's like, that was my attempt to heel toe. It's not even stupid fast. It's like, it's not even fast. It's just like, it's so direct and so raw. You feel everything. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, and it sounds so good for the 30th time. Like, it sounds amazing. Going from this to the F30 is like such a big difference. It's like, you get used to the steering being like, you can't adjust the steering wheel at all. The seat setting is different. The car's so much smaller. I can like reach the other door with my arm. I don't have to lean over, barely. I barely have to lean over. The F30, it feels like getting into a 7 Series. When I get out of this car, it feels like I just got into a 7 Series. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. Every day, like, I come home, park the F30 up, and I just drive this. It's like, it's so much more fun. I hope it doesn't distract me too much from the F30, but man, this car is freaking fun. So let me know down below like what you guys want to see me do to this. I know a lot of you are like not that big on BMW and like aren't that much of enthusiasts. Sorry. To appreciate this car or even care for it, but you should, because it's definitely the reason why the 3 Series is the way it is. It's definitely the reason why it is so great. Like, this is like the stepping stone. This is like, think of it as BMW's first try into doing something like this, and they executed so well. And like, even like the body materials of this car, the door panels, like everything just feels better. The motor is like a tank. Mike, I let him drive it in Manhattan. He kind of like steered a little too hard, and like the coolant, the fan like hit the coolant, the radiator, and all the coolant came out, right? And I had to drive from Manhattan all the way back home, and I made it. And I just kept turning it off on downhills and stuff, but I made it home. And the F30, had that happened, oh my god, that car would have been parked on the side. Like, I would not be able to bring it back home. I would have to tow it and stuff. But this thing, it's like every day, it just starts up every time. The windows all still work. I don't have to do anything, like just the buttons, all the windows still work. It's crazy. We had my mom's E46 that I had got her, and that thing's like 3 windows didn't even work on it. But yeah, the E46 is known for having window regulator issues. But I know I'm late on this upload. Not much is going on in my life right now besides this E30. I've been focusing on like this car the most right now the last week. When that happened, I had to run to Connecticut and grab a new radiator for this car, and I installed it myself. Mike was so busy he couldn't even like help me there because he had his other things going on. But I installed the radiator myself. Like, I'm really getting to know this car, and I'm really starting to like it a lot. And I'm really enjoying stick. Like, stick makes driving so much more like enjoyable. Like, even if your car's like not turboed, if your car's not turboed, you should really have stick, because like naturally aspirated is nice, like it is great, but like in terms of like power and like potential power and adding power, there's really not much you can do with the naturally aspirated car as much as you can do with a turboed car. But for the most part, the gear shifter is like so nice and smooth. It's like buttery smooth. The clutch feels pretty burnt. It's on the top, the catch point, but like all in all, the car feels solid. I drove a 2016-17 Subaru WRX. It's one of my subscribers. Shout out Zane, thank you for letting me drive your car. His gearbox is like so notchy. It's like and this car's just like, it's like not effortless. It feels so smooth. My dad has been driving stick for years, and like he felt this gearbox. He was like, wow, I've never felt anything like this. Like this is definitely like, BMW really does make some of the best gearboxes. I'm not gonna say the best because I'm not credible enough to say that, because I haven't driven that many stick cars. But from the stick BMWs I've driven, their gearboxes have always been better like than the other ones I have driven. So I'm just gonna go ahead on a limb and say that BMW does make some kick-ass gearboxes. The car all in all is good on gas. The insurance came out to 60 bucks a month. I park it on the street. I don't park it in the back. I really don't care if somebody hits the bumpers. The car's already like so messed up. It's like my stress-free car, because like when I'm driving the F30, I'm like always like looking behind me, making sure the guy behind me stops, doesn't rear end me. I'm always watching potholes. This car is brand new struts, so like the ride is like a flow. It is so smooth. Like, it drives like a beauty. So it's like my car that I can just not care about, like, oh, I hope nobody hits it, I hope nobody scratches it, I have to park it far as hell away. This is like the best like stress-free car I could have. There's no payments for it, it's just literally the insurance. So I'm gonna really enjoy doing stuff to this car. I'm gonna try and do stuff to it. I know a lot of you don't care for this car, but I do want to increase the audience of the more enthusiast BMWs, enthusiast BMW guys, and like the guys who would really understand and appreciate this car to its highest potential ability. But yeah, man, I'm just sitting here driving top down in the E30. So like I said, it has Super Sprint headers or eBay headers, something, and a MagnaFlow exhaust. It sounds freaking orgasmic. Like, it sounds so good. Like, I sat in the F30 after, and it just did not drive as good as this. Ooh, S2000. I want one of those. Let me give him some revs. Did I give him some revs? I'm gonna give him some revs. He's looking at me. Ah, he gave me a thumbs up. S2Ks are so nice. Definitely top down weather. I'm gonna turn dark as hell with this car because like I'm constantly driving with the top down. There's no AC. Like the radio is the OEM radio. Mike got the aux to work with it, which is really cool, so I can listen to my tunes. The speakers are pretty much on their way out, but they still sound good for their age. I'd say that they're pretty cool. Like if they were brand new, I'm pretty sure they would sound better than the F30's hi-fi stereo system that I have in my car, because it is not good. And the E90 speakers are like just the best of the three. But yeah, this car, man, I love driving it. I just come home excited to drive it. First to second is like notchy a little, especially once the transmission, like everything warms up. But like second to third, third to fourth is like buttery smooth. Yeah, I think that just about wraps it up for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this video was late, and I know you guys are waiting for like the exhaust video on the F30, the exhaust video on the F30, wow, that sounds nice. The exhaust video on the F30, the M Sport side skirts, the extensions, the radio trim, all that crap. I know I need to get to it. I'm slacking. I've been really busy with work. I've been putting in some overtime. I really need wheels. I need wheels so badly. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing my car with those plasti dip stock wheels, you know? So like, I definitely want to get that out of the way. But yeah, that's really it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.